Houston, Texas.
Yeah, baby.
It's Tuesday. It's April 22nd of 2025. Are you
Not 6 yet.
It's 5:59 a.m. and 36 seconds.
Bonus time.
I'm union guy.
Now it's 40 seconds, so 20 seconds more before
19,
we,
18, 17.
officially clock in.
I guess we're 20-second delay, so I guess by the time they hear this, it is.
40
so I guess
seconds.
we're on.
Yeah, you're right.
No, the
you're
time
right.
is the time.
It's Roula, Ray, and Eric, Twister, Kay, and Sam, and it is Tuesday, the second Monday of the week, the first Monday of the week if you had Easter Monday off. You know what jet lag feels like? Remember what jet lag feels like when you've taken a long trip? That's what I felt like yesterday. I could not pull myself out of it. I could not.
I think there was something in the air, too. It was a heavy pollen day. Air quality was really bad, and that just kind of drags you down as well.
Dude, I was like legit falling asleep when I first. I mean, I woke up so many times because of the fact that I wasn't, feeling so hot. And then I was like, y'all were here and I wasn't here, but my body clock had woken me up, and I was like, no, I'm going back to bed. And I could not.
Yeah.
We're all like, we don't get no jet lag. No.
Listen,
We don't want to hear
really,
about your
it felt
extra
like
time
jet
in-
lag.
Oh, you had ham on a Sunday. I have jet lag. Ooh.
Yeah, it really didn't feel like it. It was weird.
Lamb really brought me down.
Sure did, honey.
so
That
hard
lamb was
having that day off.
delicious. That lamb was delicious. What did y'all eat on Easter? Ham? Lamb?
I had
Leftover
leftover pizza.
From Costco? That was good Costco pizza, Sam.
It was.
Costco pizza.
I did my Easter dinner last night, and I put it all over my
what happened
story.
to your-
My damn oven went out.
Oh, I saw
I'm
that.
like,
Is it you have gas?
yes. And then I was like, okay, Mark and I can fix this. We'll just watch like a YouTube video. And they're like, nope, you got to take this apart and that apart and this apart. And I was
sucks.
like, I thought it was going to be an easy fix.
So did
I
you-
thought
It
I could
says
just
take
like,
it apart. I'm out.
I could just like wiggle it.
So nothing then. I saw you making croissants in an air fryer.
They actually turned out great.
That's
So-
actually a thing. You can do that. I make biscuits in the air fryer.
But I was like, oh my.
Grams
If you think
biscuits?
about it, like I think there was 8 in the container, like in the roll or whatever. So I had to separate them because I was roasting veggies on one side. I have like the split ninja.
Yeah.
So I was roasting veggies on one side, and then I could only fit so many croissants. I started dinner around 5:15. We didn't eat until 7:15.
Oh, man.
And my food did not.
Because one air fryer was carrying the load.
Yes, exactly. Because my food went out.
Yeah, croissants are all cold.
I think that's kind of normal,
Everything
though.
went cold. It was really frustrating because I was
man.
like, this is like the last dinner real quick before my mom and my dad go home back to Pennsylvania. So Kev, if you know how
Yeah.
this happens.
He's like, I ain't messing with
have-
you.
No, you don't mess with the gas line.
Well, that
if
is
you unplug
true.
it.
I mean, there are ways to fix those things, particularly if it's just something like the thermostat or something like that. I don't know. And also, I don't know any good appliance people either. Every single one of them has either ghosted me or done a
Oh,
terrible
I
job.
have a really good guy. I can pass his number to you.
Yeah, I put stuff on my story and people were reaching out, which I'm so
That's
grateful
good.
for.
There you
So,
go.
because otherwise I'm like, this.
Well, what was the main
Right.
show? If you had biscuits and roasted vegetables in the air fryer,
the
what was the
entree?
main show?
Ham.
Oh, so it was like a honey roast, like a honey
it
baked ham?
cold?
It was like a
So
ham
you don't need to cook those.
that I had to put in the fryer to like warm up.
Oh, really?
Because my dad
so-
was like, oh, you could put it on the skillet, like on a.
Yeah.
Or you could just leave it out room temperature and peel it from there because it's a spiral slice usually.
So you're talking
I
like,
know.
what's that company that makes the honey baked
The
ham?
Honey Baked Ham
Okay,
Company.
that's a-
Yeah, it was like that. And then I made scallop potatoes because my stovetop worked. And I love scallop potatoes. My dad was like, yeah, because my mom doesn't let him eat them because they're so processed and really,
Yeah, they're not
really
good for
high
you.
in sodium. But it was delicious.
Sounds
You know
like
you've
a
been married
nightmare. I would have
for a
just ordered
certain
and said,
time
let's
when
go
your
out to
mate
dinner.
doesn't let you eat something.
know.
It's like, what does your mate not let you have?
Cooking is fun.
I'm not there yet, thank God.
No,
Yeah,
there's.
me either.
I could write a
That's
whole
when I know I'm
list
old,
of
when-
things my dad should not eat.
Yeah, once
Your mom
that
has to
starts
police
happening,
that?
you're
Oh my
old.
gosh. No, that man is awful. We have that little convenience store right next door, and he went down there, and the guy was like, oh, you're back in town again. I was like, Dad, this guy should not know you.
That's true.
You are not here that often that this guy should know who you are.
Oh,
You know, he was
man.
given quite a great gift,
Absolutely. Thank
being
you,
saved
Ryan.
by your husband,
You preach
Yeah, heart
it.
attack.
having a heart attack. You gotta
I want you guys to try these
follow the
cookies.
directions.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
cookies for us this
Yeah.
morning? We're having
Who
so
made
many
them?
sweets.
My
I
wife
brought in
made
key
these.
lime yesterday.
Did
the key
you?
lime
Ooh,
pie.
yummy.
They're good. My wife made these in 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
They were
Are they the
made-
kind you just slice off the roll?
No, she just mixed out
Is
almond
it pistachio?
flour, sugar, eggs, and
yummy.
cardamom or something like
Oh,
that.
cardamom. That's what I smell. Cardamom.
Tastes like Captain Crunch to
It's
me.
a spice.
I'll try a little.
Tastes like Captain Crunch, you
There's
said?
no oils. That's why I'm like,
Are soft and good with coffee.
I was going to say, I feel like they're probably going to be really good with coffee.
Oh my God. These are so good.
and I like them a lot.
But if you don't like cardamom, this is not going to be your jam. But I
Oh,
like
wow.
cardamom. It's very
Hey,
good.
that's really good.
I think they're strange.
It's
It tastes like Fruity
cardamom.
Pebbles to me.
It's
Yes.
like a,
No, they're like perfumey.
it's like a
Yeah,
soft.
Cardamom is
I feel like the
perfumey.
smell
It's like a
kinda throw me
soft.
off.
It's perfumey.
Biscotti almost.
Yeah, they're perfumey.
They're
I don't know
perfumey.
about that.
I like
like
cardamom.
I like it. I didn't try to
Cardamom.
like it.
Tell her thank you. That's
And she
good.
made it. She's like, I
It
want a
does
big
taste
piece.
like Fruity Pebbles.
That's what I like it.
Whoa, yes.
And I feel like I'm eating
I don't
my
taste that.
Fruity Pebbles as a kid.
I've never
like
had
it.
anything like it.
Yes. So
I like the
Yeah,
I like
get
the
the essence at the
consistency.
end. The Fruity Pebbles essence comes at the end.
It totally
Yeah.
hits you then.
But it's not.
It's
There's
really
no
good
sugar.
coffee.
Or, I mean, there's a
That's a
little
really
sugar.
great way to start the morning.
Almond flour,
Lucky
sugar,
man.
eggs, and whatever
That's
that cardamom
awesome.
is.
Is that a new thing she's trying?
Her mom makes it once in a while. She goes last night. I'm gonna make this.
What does she
That's
normally
what-
eat it with? Like, does she pair it with something?
It's a
Do you eat
dessert,
it for
right?
breakfast,
You buy
dinner?
Dinner after like
Or coffee?
like tea. They
It's reminiscent
Persians drink a lot of tea.
of something with rose water in it. You know, it
Oh,
has
I
that,
hate rose
like,
water.
It's the
floral-
cardamom.
No, I don't like that
It's the
either.
cardamom. And this definitely goes with Persian tea. You know when you go to Cosmo next door? Mm-hmm. And they have the tea with the little sugar cubes?
I don't
Yeah.
have their tea.
I know, but I always see people in there drinking it. It's good.
Have iced tea.
I don't go over and their tea.
Basra, next to our station, the best. The hummus is the best in the world.
Basically garlic paste.
It is
It's
With a little bit of
so
chickpea in there.
freaking good.
I mean, I've never
Can I
had
have some
hummus that
garlic
good.
with a little bit of chickpea?
Yes,
if you're
and
ma-
their bread is so yummy.
You're afraid
Yeah.
your mate's cheating on you. You go order that and then eat it with them. That way their
Yeah.
mistress will be mad.
There's no way you get that smell off you.
Yep.
I've taken showers before and then gargled a scope, and it's still kind of coming out of my pores.
I told you when I was eating that, what it tasted like garlic mashed potatoes, but it was just straight up smashed garlic with a little bit of potato.
Oh, yeah?
And my
You were
husband was
hurting?
like, oh my God.
job.
You
He was hurting.
smell. And I was like, I do? I can't smell it. Let's make out.
There's a little boy that wants
That was
to.
delicious.
Let's see, where's that? Good morning. I was
Shout
wondering
out.
if you guys could say happy birthday to my son Cullen. He's 5 years old today, and he remembered last year you said it. So
Oh, that's
birthday.
cute. You remembered that? That's a
Yeah.
core memory right there.
happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Colin.
happy birthday!
You're five.
Happy birthday, buddy.
There's a street named after you. Or did you get named after the street?
Maybe that's where it
Whichever.
happened.
I
First.
think Cullen's been around longer than 5 years.
Cullen Boulevard and Cullen Building and the Cullens from the University of Houston. That's cool.
Cullen.
Oh, yeah,
Cullen.
that's what it is. The vampire, Twilight.
Oh, that's right, the Cullens. Cullen family.
that's true.
Yesterday,
about that.
Eric, our daughters were on FaceTime, and your daughter taught my daughter, or told my daughter, hey, make this type of like dough to make a pizza. And it was like water, flour, and what's the third? Oh, yogurt.
Yeah, she was making some
Yogurt
little mini
dough. You know, I had
pizzas.
yogurt dough.
I didn't try it.
No.
No, but it sounds good.
She used like the full fat Greek yogurt, and you put flour and I guess some water, and you mix it until it becomes pasty. And she started it when we were leaving for my other daughter's volleyball game.
Of course.
And then when we came back, there were like two little ones left, and I was like, "Oh, let me try this." Because let me ask y'all this question.
Oh, so it was a quick bake.
It was a quick bake.
Okay, I figured they started like they did. Look at the time and stuff.
Quick
It was
bake.
really quick. Huh.
So if somebody is making something when you leave the house, and you know they're making this, and you saw like how many? There were like 6 or 7 of these. When we came back, there was an open container with 2 of them in it, just sitting there, not covered, nothing, just on the counter. It just looked like it's open season. So my other daughter and I were like, oh, let's see how they turned out. So my other daughter ate one, and I had a bite of the last one. Here comes my oldest.
Uh-oh.
That was my lunch for tomorrow. Who ate my pizzas?
Oh, yeah,
And she was like, that was for me.
I'm
And we're
gonna-
like, what? You didn't put anything
I'm going to
like-
be in defense of her because
You didn't put
once
anything
something
away.
is in like a Tupperware or any kind of
But there was no
container,
lid on it. There was no lid.
you know that
it
somebody's
cool?
making something.
Why don't you just
to
ask?
go.
Why don't you say, hey, are these available?
She was upstairs and we were hungry
It's
from
a
both.
family.
Yeah, she was on the east
Every-
wing. She would never
everybody
hear
sees
you.
it.
If you
Yeah.
don't cover it and
Should've
hide
called
it, it's going to get eaten in my life. That's how it was. You didn't hide
Absolutely.
food. You didn't get food.
I
Because there were too
know
many
that's
of
right.
us.
I always
Yeah.
had to hide food from my brother because I knew
Always.
better.
Always.
I feel like you could put a Post-it on it.
Yes.
Oh,
And
no.
so she was like so
Mine,
mad that
mine.
we ate it.
Laugh
but-
at that.
Yeah, and it was, I guess she topped it
Eat
with
the
pizza
Post-it.
sauce and some cheese, and it was fine.
Oh, yeah, was it good?
It was fine. Did you try it when Ava made it?
Hell no. I heard she had yogurt or something. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, yogurt dough. My
Sounds
mom
weird.
makes a really delicious yogurt cake. The basis is Greek yogurt, and there's like lemon zest in there, and I don't know. It's really good. I think maybe some almond extract. I don't know.
I think
but
I know
it's
what you're
really
talking
good.
about. My mom used to make something similar.
Yeah, yogurt cake. But yogurt is a good base. People
When my
don't
kids
think
are being
about
all healthy now, it's like, oh, man.
it. I know my daughter was doing all this
I'd be
math
grateful.
yesterday about calories. I was
It's
like,
fun.
all right.
I want it bad.
I was like,
Dang
let's
it.
go. I know.
Eric, were you guys in Galveston last weekend?
Or like,
Or
For
just
Easter?
just
We
a
were
couple of
just
days
I
ago?
mean, yeah, I was picking up packages and stuff.
I don't think
from the-
we talked
from the
about it
beach.
off the air, but we didn't get
I
a
asked Kevin to
chance.
come down and help me haul these big bundles I found on the
on
morning.
West
Ah.
Beach.
These
They
big blocks.
were washing
no,
up
in
this
Jamaica
weekend.
Beach, right up against where I was supposed to have a house.
where the-
one time.
cocaine
in my
or
life.
what?
Yeah, it was cocaine.
It was. So instead of finding Easter eggs, law enforcement found bundles of suspected narcotics scattered along the West End beach. They suspect it's cocaine.
Well, they said it was just Jamaica. I didn't see any other beach that was in the story. Just Jamaica Beach.
It was
Jamaican
West
Coke?
Side. Yeah, that's what Jamaica.
They were
That'd be so weird.
washing
Mommy,
up on
what's
shore.
this?
These green
No kidding.
paper
Because you got to
box
figure the
blocks.
owner of that is like cartel or something.
would not
You
mess
wouldn't
with that.
want to touch that.
I'd be
Yeah, but they're not. How do they know where it ended up? We don't know where they dumped it. How far away
Right.
they were.
Right,
They don't know
right.
where
How
they
far
ended
out
up.
to sea were
Now
they?
the story's out where they ended up.
Or maybe that was the plan. They wanted to go there. Then the guy comes by at his electric bike, picks it up.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's real risky.
That is.
Seen too many movies.
They have a
And
tracker
also-
in it.
Yeah, let's
How
say
is,
it,
it,
yep.
how is it like if you find one of these big blocks of cocaine, make sure you call the cops? I mean,
Wink, wink.
if you're not so on top of it person that. And maybe you're like, you don't know what it is, or you are a coke fiend. You're like, I'm not calling the cops. I just hit the jackpot.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but every single like police action movie, why does the detective always grab like a switchblade, poke the thing, pull it out, put a little on his pinky, and give it a taste? And like, oh yeah, that's pure Columbia.
Because there's a.
Because if it tastes a certain way, they know
Yeah, they
it's
probably
blow.
know. That'd be
Don't they
fun.
get high doing that?
Not
No.
flour. You don't get high from eating it?
No, well,
I've been doing
not
it for
that
so
much.
many years.
Yeah, they're just doing a little bit.
If you're just tasting it, you're not getting high
Nowadays,
from
we're
that.
being lazy.
That's what I've never had cocaine in
Oh,
my
yeah.
life. And I
Fentanyl
put some in my
stuff?
mouth.
Oh, yeah.
that's what I'm
God,
saying. Who knows
absolutely
what's in
not.
there?
I bet
You're
cops
dead.
don't do that stuff. They got the little like.
They have the
Detectors
test
now.
kit. Yeah, they
Yeah,
don't
that's
do that
from 80s
anymore.
movies.
What was that John Cena movie where they put cocaine around the rim of the margarita?
Just friends.
Oh,
yeah, that was so
wow, that's
my
got a little
God.
kick to
No,
it.
not Just Friends. Just Friends is that Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds.
shoot,
It's
yes.
Vacation Friends.
Vacation friends, thank you.
But they're friends.
But they are
Work
friends.
friends
I
is in
knew
there
it said
somewhere.
friends in it. Yeah. My bad.
All right, and yay, go Stros. It was a shutout yesterday with Toronto Blue Jays. That was awesome.
Hunter Brown.
7-0. Holy smokes. Hunter got 100 pitches.
Forget Framber.
Wow.
Oh,
Give Hunter
man.
Brown. Give him $150 million for like 7 years.
Well, I was
Good
thinking
now,
that yesterday,
you know.
Eric, when I saw him
sure.
pitching so
No
well. I
problem.
go, he's going to get some big contract somewhere else. We're going to lose him.
No, but you get him now, whether you know, they're
Well,
like,
if he's good.
I get $400 million, but that's like 4 or 5 years from now, or go with 150. What are you going to do?
And let's see how Springer feels after he got his 150, but nothing's
Take
happened.
that
with
money up
Toronto.
front.
Yeah.
Toronto's like, well, I still play, but nothing's happened over
I
here.
don't think he's.
Same with
hurt.
Correa.
Nah,
When did the same happens with Breggs?
they're living a different life that we could never comprehend.
Actually, Breggs.
Financially.
No, I'm talking about they took the giant payday, but they went to teams that didn't do anything with it. You know what I mean? Except the only difference is Bregman went to the Boston Red Sox, who has Alex Cora, who was the mastermind of the cheat scandal. So, you know, they might cheat and go again.
I'll take the money and be a loser.
Yeah, I'd rather be a
I'd
wealthy
rather-
loser
No, I won every game, but I can't afford a house.
than a poor winner.
I know. You look back at the 2017 championship before they all had big contracts. You're like, wow, I think Correa made like $42,000 something stupid like that. I'm like, that's nuts. Anyway, all right. Coming up next in Celebrity Scoop, you know, George Clooney vowed forever to not get married, not have kids. I'm just never gonna have kids. I'm never gonna get married. Never, never. Never say never is 100% the cliche you have to show he's the example of. But he reveals something in an interview that I really absolutely think has to do with if you're getting married. This proves it matters how old you are when you get married, based on what he said. We'll talk about that in Scoop. Here's your weather for today.
It's going to be partly cloudy, a high of around 82. Right now, 71 degrees and 612 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
From the big screen to the big house.
Celebrity Scoop, the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric on KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Arandas. And, you know, a lot of people have a lot to say when a couple gets engaged, if it's too quick or it's been a long time or, oh, how'd y'all meet each other? Or, you know, whatever. Everyone wants to know the story. And, oh, you've only been dating 3 months and you're getting married? Oh. Or, well, you've been together 4 years. It's about time. Well, that 4 years doesn't count if you met when you were 16.
And there's no real formula. The divorce rate's so high, who knows what? Nobody has the correct
You have
answer.
a 50-50 chance of it not working.
Anyway, no matter
I
what.
thought the number went down and it's like 43% now or something.
That's
No.
why it went up. A lot of people
No, I
aren't
thought
getting
it-
married.
Well, they're not getting married or they are?
So maybe if it went
They're
down, people are
all
like,
been
you know what? Screw this.
ChatGPT.
I'm not getting married. I'm not going to be a failure like my parents, they feel.
Well, or maybe it's economically based. You know, overseas, in my in my family's world.
That's how I felt. I felt like a failure,
You're like a failure.
when I divorced. I'm like, man, I'm a loser.
But your parents didn't divorce,
No, they died.
right?
They couldn't. I don't know what would have happened. Who knows?
No, they were together. I mean, they weren't
Yeah,
like
25 years.
Yeah. I mean, some people who divorce are like, well, their parents. Some people who have divorced parents have fear that they will divorce, so they fear
Absolutely.
marriage.
That's
I've heard that.
That's my husband.
Really?
His parents who were divorced.
Yeah.
are divorced.
Yeah.
And he was really hesitant about getting married because he didn't want to go through that.
Right.
Well, kids see that now.
And then sometimes it's economically based. Like, a lot of my family lives overseas. And what's been like the thing the last, I feel like 8 years in Greece is the economy is so bad that people can't afford to get married. So they just, commit to each other and have a baby. And then they have the wedding and the christening at the same time. So they don't spend money on two events. So they have the wedding, and then they christen the baby, and then the reception is also the baptism, like the baptismal reception.
Wow.
So it's the wedding gift and the baby gift, and that's just how they do it.
Okay, so listen to this. First marriage, this is United States. Anywhere between 40 to 50% end in divorce. Second marriage, it's about 60% will end in divorce. If it's your third marriage, 70% of those will end in divorce.
Wow. Not good for marriage.
Not good stats.
And it doesn't have the ages on there, but the reason I bring this up is because George Clooney is 63 years old, and he was, the world's playboy. Like, he was Hollywood playboy. Everybody was obsessed with him. I was like, oh my God, George Clooney, so hot. He's the hottest man alive, all these things. And he's like, I'm never going to get married. I'm not going to have kids. It's not going to happen. For the longest time, he had a bet with Nicole Kidman. I can't remember who the other female celebrity was. One of his friends. I can't remember who it was, but they're like, "Oh, we're gonna bet you that you are gonna get married one day." And he's like, "Nope, never happening, never happening." Then he meets Amal Alamuddin, and then they're married. They have twins. So he was doing an interview with Gayle King, and he was talking about
the astronaut.
Oh,
he was
what a
talking
flack they're
about
taking. Oh, my
arguments in marriage, and claims he's never had one. Here's this audio.
And Amal and I, I remember we were here with you once before, and remember we said we'd never had an argument. We still haven't.
You still haven't?
No, we're trying to find something to fight about.
Yeah, but
we're I think because I started so late with Amal.
I remember when you said you'd never get married, you'd never have kids.
Yes.
Now you're married and you have
See
two.
what happened?
Yeah.
Look what happened to me.
Yeah.
And we have such a, I feel so extraordinarily lucky to have met this incredible woman. And I feel as if I hit the jackpot. And I am, there isn't a day that goes by that I don't think I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Oh.
So it's great.
Okay, now let me throw this your way. Because he got married later in life, you have a different perspective on things.
Absolutely.
Things are not so microscopically detailed. And you're like, it's fine, you roll it off. Now, also, let's throw in the fact that I kind of feel like if you are very wealthy,
that's what I'm saying.
There are less things that stress you out.
That's the number one argument they say, right?
Money.
Yeah, money is a very...
It's not infidelity,
yeah,
it's money.
It's the number one reason for divorce. And he's older, they have money, and we're not asking Amal if she's ever been mad at him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're older, maybe you argue less. Or is it weird if you never argue in your marriage? Does that mean you're never engaged in what each other is doing?
I don't think so.
How do you never get mad about something? Or nothing bothers you ever? Nothing ever bothers you? Nothing?
I think that
Nothing?
men in particular, as we get older, more likely to actually hear what you're saying to us. And I think Eric and I share this trait. We want to fix everything. But
Well,
I
that's
think
every man, right?
Most men are like that.
But really, the women just want to be heard. That's all.
So do you think it has to do with your age?
Listen.
Is my question. The older you are that you get married, the less likely you are to argue? Or are you not arguing because you're not that invested in it, you don't care, and that's what's making your mate mad?
Some people just argue. Don't you have that couple of your friends that you see them fight?
Bickersons, yeah.
Oh my
That they get off on that. That's like
gosh,
their
they
thing. They want to go
do.
make up
So
nookie, I guess.
annoying.
No, thank you.
I just don't. I'm just at a certain age. Once I'm over 40, I'm like,
You don't want to stress.
I don't need
Why
that
do you
in
have
life.
so much
I
energy
mean, I'm
to
thinking
do
when
that?
the twins were
My first marriage
babies.
was like that, fighting and stuff. I'm like, I don't want to live like that.
Okay, but let me throw this to Sam, because Sam is about to have her second baby. You have a 2-year-old, and it is different for women than men. You're telling me that Amal with those twins, not one time George Clooney didn't do something that made her crazy? Because you love your husband. I love my husband, Sam. If my husband made the same mistake with the baby that I made, I'd kill him. But if I did, I was like, whoa. I better not do that again. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely bopping their head on the doorway when you're walking through it. Like, oh, no.
Do you believe, Sam, that he's a hands-on dad, or do you think he has like 4 nannies?
No, I feel like they probably definitely have help.
Yeah.
Which there's nothing wrong with having help.
But because you have money.
But yeah,
But
exactly.
even if you have help, you're still doing something yourself that might anger your mate. Like, you're doing it wrong. Or how did you not bring the passy? How'd you not know to bring the favorite lovey?
Well, maybe the nanny has
the
it, and
nanny's
then the
job.
nanny can just like go and take over.
Yeah,
The
save the
nanny
day.
cam.
Save the day.
Like
Nanny.
Baby Billy's nanny. That's
Oh,
6'4"
yeah,
Swedish
she's
lady,
the big German lady.
Righteous
What are you
Gemstones.
talking
I
about?
haven't seen it yet.
You gotta watch it.
You can't
Are you
be
talking about
driving
the show,
kids like that.
the Righteous Gemstones?
Yes.
So good.
Haven't seen the new season.
On HBO.
Well, anyway, I
Max.
just feel like the philosophy is they don't argue because he was older when he got married, and the stuff doesn't weigh as much, especially also because they have money, and
That helps.
yeah.
But I do think that men mature, and it's you're going to get a much different experience with an older.
I don't think they live in
man.
L.A. either, right?
No.
in Italy
So
most
they
times.
don't have to run
He's
into
got
all his
that.
ex-girlfriends, think about all the exes that he's was having fun with.
Doesn't he have that giant estate
Yeah.
in Italy?
Whatever happened to that wrestler girl he was with for a long time? That blonde
Stacey
one.
Keebler?
Yeah, what's she doing now?
I don't know.
Because you're front row at all the award shows when you're dating George Clooney, but as
Right.
soon as you're off his arm, nobody cares about you. Nobody knows what happened to you.
Yeah, whatever happened to her?
And then the other girl, I can't remember their names.
I don't even
All
know
these chicks, I
exactly.
remember their faces. One of them was on Dancing with the Stars just because she used to be with George Clooney.
That's impressive.
I don't even remember her name, but I remember her face.
My wife almost ran into him like 3 weeks ago. It was the premiere of his Broadway. Good night, something. It's a movie he did years ago. Now he's doing it on
Good luck
Broadway.
and good night.
Something
Good night
like
and good
that.
luck.
Something like that.
Yeah.
He's about to walk out, but they had to leave. Like, oh, I want to see George Clooney walk out.
Now, that would have been cool.
I
He's
met
got his
George
hair
Clooney
dyed
one
really
time.
black.
Yeah, he said it's weird that he dyes his hair for that
For
play.
that play.
Okay.
And it's very odd because he goes, I'm 63 and I've got hair dye. He goes, if you're an older guy with hair dye, you just doesn't look right.
Yeah, it's
Just
just that
You can
dark.
tell.
But I
it's
will say
too
that
dark.
the one time I got to meet George Clooney and I shook his hand, he has the softest hands I've ever felt.
So he uses skincare
So
lotion.
is that a compliment or is that a diss?
Or he hasn't done a lot of hard
That's what
work.
I'm saying.
yeah.
He has very soft
Okay,
hands.
Mister who wears gloves.
I'm
You
allowed to
touched Mark's hand and
I was like, oh,
thought you were
God,
gonna
you're rough.
die.
Because he isn't. Her husband does not use gloves when he works out at
Me
the
either.
gym.
Okay.
He has
Now-
manly
I
hands.
I like calluses. I like that.
That's what I'm saying.
That
That's
shows I've
what
done
I
some
like
stuff.
too. When
No,
he
I
touches me,
don't
his
li-
hands aren't softer than mine.
Yeah.
I don't like to peel big old calluses off my hands. Y'all know I ain't afraid of a shovel or a hammer, a little bit of work.
No, not
but
at
at the
all.
same time, I want to
Gloves.
protect my supple hands.
We should do that. We should all close our eyes and have our hands all out.
Is it
And,
whose hand
touch-
is it?
Feel each other's hands.
Yeah, just not just the palms. And see who
The
hands are
palms.
who.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are sweaty, so maybe not my hands.
You and your son's hands are your little clam hands.
We have clammy hands.
Oh yeah, little kids get those.
Do you have
clammy-
hypohidrosis?
I don't think I've ever
Is
been
that where your fingers
diagnosed,
turn
but I
white?
wouldn't be
No,
surprised.
hypohidrosis is where you sweat in your palms of your hands and your feet.
Hey, Sam, put your
Thinking about it makes
put your hand up against Ryan's real quick.
Oh, my hands are
Let's see who's
small.
the smallest of the
No,
group.
because my hands are sweaty,
Go ahead,
Ryan.
just wipe them down real quick.
I can't.
We have some Purell
Thinking
over
about
here.
it makes me sweat even more. I'm
That's
sorry.
pretty close.
Hers are still smaller.
Yeah, like half a.
See how clammy my hands are? You felt that?
Yeah. Is that always or is that a pregnancy thing?
No, it always is.
You're always like that?
Yes.
Are you a
and now
sweater?
talking about it makes
Does it get
sweat even
really
more.
sweaty where there's water puddles in your hands?
No. It's
That's
not
really
that bad.
a bad case. Of
It's
it.
not that bad. But if
Okay.
I try and wipe them off, it just.
I was at the gym yesterday, Sam, and this
Yeah.
guy next to me, he's one of those guys that's bald but has lots of hair,
Oh,
lots of testosterone.
A lot. Yeah.
But he's
So
wearing,
from the neck down,
yeah,
he's covered.
and he's wearing those
but not
shorts
on the
where like
head.
Kevin would like wear those type of shorts, like
Short
shorties,
Shorty shorts.
like the camo looking things, and he's a manly man, but he's got these shorts.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do
And
deeper dips
He's
on
got
that
the tank top on, and I'm doing triceps.
Okay.
This machine here, and he's over here with his trainer doing the lat bar, and he's got his hand. Oh, the BO was.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the
because his arms are up in the
He's
air.
in a tank top, and just there's so much
It's all
hair. And
coming
I was
out.
like, oh god. I'm like, I
So
can't do
his
this.
armpit
I
hair?
had a fan there. Thank God I picked it
That
up,
is sickness.
moved it so it blow like in my face to blow it away. I was like, you're ruining my experience, BO guy.
Yeah.
So what do you
Yeah.
think? It's because
That
of
is
all the armpit hair? It's
disgusting.
like
That's
a
the thing.
sponge that traps in
I
that
don't
odor?
know, but it was, and then he's just talking away, loving life. I'm like,
sickness.
I'm sure he is. He
You
doesn't
can't
know
smell
it.
yourself, right?
It's
Like
just-
you got at one point you can smell
I just figured
yourself.
if he had a
Yo,
shirt,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on. We've all been there.
but that tank top was just letting those.
Oh, God, that grosses me
No,
out.
I feel like I'm
Reusing the same
visualizing
gym
it.
shirt.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
that sweat,
my trainer at
nasty.
first, like, he's thinking I'm being a wimp, like, oh, you just don't want to do it. Then
Then
came
he
over
got
there,
a
he's like,
whiff.
oh.
God.
Oh, God.
Disgusting. That's disgusting.
It's like, come on.
So he
That
did
is-
acknowledge your trainers. Oh, yeah, that guy stinks.
yeah,
no
that's
go.
why we put the fan at an angle.
That's a no-go.
I did that set fast.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
So nasty. I know we have. Speaking of gym stuff, I saw the most unhealthy cheeseburgers at fast food restaurants.
Okay.
You see this list?
Yeah,
Oh,
Surprised you
man.
could read it.
I'm so mad.
because it's.
I know it's really
grainy.
small font.
It's real grainy the way it came out.
Number
'cause
one,
it's a nice
Kev.
color.
The worst.
color
These are
chart.
the most unhealthy.
Yeah, when we
This
come
is
back,
number-
well, you're not going to be happy.
Uh-oh.
crap.
It's not Wendy's.
Pretty much the top
Five
five
Guys.
things you want to eat are all the five. The top five are all
Wait,
the
why
bad
Five
things.
Guys? I thought
Yeah.
it was like all natural beef.
Well, you don't know.
Okay.
You don't know. You'll find out.
It's in the top 5, but where'd
It's
it
in the
land?
top 5, yeah.
Where'd it land? Pretty much everywhere you want to eat is in here.
Actually, the other one you eat is number 6 on the list, and it's not the double; it's a single.
Oh, I got a double at Wendy's.
Man.
You better be careful, buddy.
Well, okay, so coming up next, where you need to be feeling guilty when you have your lunch today, because you're still going to go there. Now you just know information you wish you didn't.
Yep.
Next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. All right, well, welcome to your Tuesday. If you're just joining us, hey, how's it going? Happy Tuesday.
got a
Right,
lot
it's
in
Earth
store.
Day.
It's Earth Day. Get back
Plant
to
a tree.
school.
We gotta
Get
play that
back
song.
to the bus. Which song?
There's an Earth Day song?
There
This is the Earth. We
It's
used to-
your Earth Day.
No.
I know, that's what I was
Happy
singing.
Earth
It's a guy. Oh my god.
Day.
Oh, with Little Dicky.
Yeah, Little Dicky. Remember that song? we used
Yes.
to
Oh,
play?
yeah, I forgot about that song.
That was-
And everybody else did too.
Yeah, for
It's
obvious
catchy in your
reasons.
ear.
So it's really Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. Ahmad is joining us too on the phones. I would tell you to chime in on this, but don't, because we're going to try and explain it to you. It doesn't make any sense.
We won't go too deep.
There's
Too
a
deep.
list of the most unhealthy cheeseburgers at fast food chains. It's brought to you by a website that's one of those telemed websites. Usually when we see things like this, it gives you what the parameters are to land these burgers at this placing on the list. And the way that they've landed the burgers, they call it energy versus calories, a kilojoule. One kilojoule is 4 calories, and they've listed it here as energy. Then they've got the fat, they've got sodium, they've got sugar, and the unhealthy score that the burger gets. Well, we're going to throw away all of those things I just told you except for the score because
so
it makes
that-
absolutely no sense what they're saying here.
All right, let's
we
hear
just
it.
need to know that it's bad for you because it says, oh, this one has 20 milligrams of sodium. Hell no, there's no way it only has 20 milligrams of sodium. Maybe 200,000 or 20,000 or 2,000, but not just 20.
How many burgers are there on this
A
list?
lot of burgers.
Let's
There are a
see.
lot of
One.
burgers on this list. And of the top 5, Special K, sorry, but everywhere you eat is bad for you.
Well, let's hear it.
There's 16 burgers. So the healthiest one is Culver's. The
Do we
Culver's.
have Culver's here? It's a butter
It's
burger
way
by
out.
Culver's.
I mean, they're out near Conroe or something.
Let me look.
Okay.
It's more of like a Wisconsin thing.
Okay.
Like you can get the cheese curds and stuff, and pork oh my god, what the hell is it called?
Pork rinds?
No, it's a
Loin?
pork sandwich,
Pork
pork loin,
loin?
but it's a
Oh, okay.
tenderloin. That's what it's called. It's like fried pork, but it's really thin. It's really good.
Yeah, Eric, we have a Culver's in Fulshire, in Kingwood, and at Tascasita.
So get that
Out there.
today. You'll
Yeah,
feel
out
better.
there.
Not inside the loop.
All right. Well, here's how the top 10 goes.
For unhealthiest.
Unhealthiest. Wait, let's see. You said 16, right? These are weird. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
there's-
6. Okay.
there's-
So number 10 is In-N-Out Burger. Cheeseburger with onion. 10th most unhealthiest burger. It's got 25 on the unhealthy score. The higher the score, the worse the burger.
And these are all singles, by the way. it looks
Singles
like.
with cheese, like just one
Not
patty.
So not a double burger, just a single burger with cheese.
The next one is from Steak and Shake, which I think there's one in Katy, right? Just one location.
They start
in
getting
our
rid of them
area.
here. They came here for a little bit. And then
They were in the
went back.
Galleria
out of
for a
business.
while.
No, you're thinking of Shake Shack.
Oh, that's right.
Steak and Shake was big.
Steak and Shake was different. Then there's a Fat Burger. It's next on the list. What's Fat Burger? We don't have that here, do we?
We don't have Fat
I've never
Burger.
heard that.
Okay, so skip that one. We don't. Shake Shack is next. Their single cheeseburger has a 30 on the unhealthiest score.
I still haven't eaten there.
Wendy's Dave Single Kev
You get the double.
gets a 34 for a single
So just double that.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the bad score. The next one is a Sonic Cheeseburger. That jumps from a 34 to a 36 on the unhealthy score.
It
At
doesn't even
number
taste like-
5.
I don't like the Sonic.
Sonic's nasty.
I like the
Sorry.
tater tots. The
Yeah.
hot
Don't
dogs.
you like that Ocean Wave
Chili.
drink or slushy or something? First time I ever had a slushy ever when I was pregnant. I was like, you gotta go get the Ocean Wave. So I did. I was like, oh, it's fine.
you like
It's
it?
cold and nice and cold.
I'm not a big fan.
It's fine. Number 4, Carl's Jr. Do we have that still?
We do.
Kind of like a
Just one
Hardee's,
on
Hardee's
Westheimer?
and Carl's Jr. with the
Ooh,
The
I like
famous
Hardee's.
star
Yeah,
with
same.
cheese. The famous star with cheese. It does look like a single. It does not look like a double burger. But that is the 37 on the unhealthy score. The next one is Smash Burger, the classic
We do love our smash burgers.
man.
double one, though.
It goes
Dang.
42, from 37 to 42 on the unhealthy score. Tying Smash Burger is the jalapeno and cheese. What a burger.
No, it's going to hurt.
Terrible. That's the number 2 worst burger for you. And the number 1 worst burger for you is at a 50. Smash. I'm sorry, Five Guys.
Five Guys?
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah. And that does look like 2 patties, though, Eric,
It
right?
does look like 2
Because a
patties.
regular Five Guys burger is 2 patties, is it not?
No, you can get the single.
Oh, there you
I
can?
don't think I've ever.
Oh, actually, no, I'm thinking of Papa's Burger next door. Not Papa's Burger. Papa's Barbecue right next door. They have amazing cheeseburgers, but the surprise is there's 2 patties in there you don't expect.
So
That's
they're
why
just
I was like, that's a
smashed
surprise.
really
If they're
thin.
smashed, you got to put 2 together. Or
No, they're
Just to
pretty.
make
They're
one.
pretty substantial. That's why I was like, whoa, there's 2 patties in here.
and by the way,
Yeah,
Whataburger and Smash Burger are tied for second. They both
Oh,
have
are
a
they?
42 score.
Oh, yeah. Look at
But the healthiest would be the butter burger at Culver's, then McDonald's cheeseburger.
If we want to call them healthy, because they're still on the list of unhealthy.
Jack in the Box,
Right.
I just
The
Jack in the
least of
Box,
the
I
worst.
cannot eat their
You
Jack in
don't
the
like
Box
their
and Sonic
burgers?
hamburgers are not my thing.
You like their tacos?
Yeah, tacos and the curly fries.
And their egg rolls. I like their
Yeah.
egg rolls.
but
It's easy to flash fry
can't do
something from
that.
Cisco. Throw it up in that oil. Because the way they did the score, you can deep dive it if you want. It doesn't make sense to us. They did kilojoules for calories, and they did the sodium doesn't make sense. But in any case, it's just the bad
Now,
list.
there's this audio going around yesterday everywhere. It's two sisters in Australia. They give an eyewitness account after a carjacker caused a deadly crash.
They're identical twins.
Now, if you watch it, you can really understand it because you see them. They're identical, like Roula just said, but they can finish each other's sentences. They talk at the same time. It's weird when you hear this.
Are their voices exactly the same?
Yeah, it's one thing if
very
you finish each other's sentences. They're having the exact same thought at the exact same time to echo each other.
Like the news guys like asking them questions, and they know
how to answer each other's thoughts.
But I mean, they're just talking to the reporter, not taking
it's
turns.
not like they're trying.
Here, you'll hear it.
All right, okay.
It's two people though. It's
not an echo.
It's not an echo or anything.
Okay.
Witnesses are recounting some of the drama that unfolded on the Sunshine Coast this afternoon. Two sisters have told how their mother and man raced to help when the carjacked SUV rolled on Steve Irwin Way, only to find the gun-wielding car thief emerging from the wreck. Here's some of what they had to say.
And one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there and he was coming back down towards us, and he goes, "Run, he's got a gun." and our heart started to pound, and I said, "Oh, Mum, where's Mum?" And poor Mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave Mum, she goes, "Are you all right?" Because he had all blood all over his face, and he goes, "I'll shoot you." She goes, "Hey, I'm here to help." And Mum distracted him to make him look the other way, and he looked the other way, and Mum ran into the bush behind the fence. And the guy goes to her, "I'll find you and I'll shoot you." All I was thinking about when we were running, I hope he doesn't fire. Yeah, we were so blessed.
How close to him do you think you were?
That is wild.
Well, see, he was up there, and we were parked out. See, when you drive away, you don't think of all of that at the time. No, you just run for your safety.
Isn't that weird? You have to watch the video. It's
twins
everywhere.
too. They're older twins.
Yeah, they're like in
how
their
would you say?
They're
62, maybe it looks like.
Not
No,
60s.
they're not 60s.
40s?
Yeah.
What, they're 40?
They're in their like
I
40s.
think so.
Yeah,
And they're
in their
wearing like
40s.
a blue.
They're like they're wearing blue scrubs
That's
for
full
nurses,
Easter
bunnies.
bunny scrubs.
Yeah.
If that's 40,
Same hair and
do
everything.
not go to Australia. To
They
Well,
must have
they
a
live
little-
on the
Saying they
coast.
live a little hard down under.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's 40?
crazy.
Wow.
And Steve Irwin Way, of course it is. Because,
I don't-
Crocodile Hunter Street was named after
That's
him.
wild how they.
That was creepy.
Makes sense, though, if they're always together.
But they're identical.
Because they're both just talking to the mic.
And they know what
you're
they
like,
saw.
Oh my gosh, look what we saw.
I'd be
Same
like
thought
one at a
process.
time. One at a time. I can't, y'all.
It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Wow, did y'all see the news yesterday? Downtown, it was a midday shootout right in downtown Houston at the courthouse complex. Monday left a suspected gunman and the constable's deputy who confronted him both wounded. Now, Deputy Sheila Jones, she's an Army veteran and longtime law enforcement official, is expected to survive after she was shot in the exchange of gunfire with this man who had at least two different guns of different calibers on him. So the shooting happened around noon at the Family Law Center at 1115 Congress Street. And
Aren't there like metal detectors there? When you walk into any courthouse, there's always a metal detector.
Well, here's the deal. He did not have the gun holstered, and that's why she approached him. Because in Texas, we do have, the carry law, which lets us carry handguns and weapons, but they have to stay holstered. He had the guns out, so it was this officer.
So he walks into the building before he gets to the metal detectors, or is this a building that doesn't have metal detectors? Because I've been to court lots of times, and there's always metal detectors.
That I do not know. I do not know. So they say that Let's see. The bullets were flying nearby, and they broke a window at a jury building and pierced the second floor of the tax assessor's office more than 400 feet away. But they did subdue the guy, and, brave officer. Thank you for all that you do.
By the way, that audio that we just played, someone texted, he goes, that sounded like you guys a few weeks ago. Remember when our board screwed up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were echoing. That was crazy.
Do you remember?
That was crazy.
I remember. I was here.
Yeah, we were here. We just didn't know what y'all were hearing.
That was a dumb thing to
Which,
say.
by the way, Ghost throws another shutout last night against the Blue Jays. Not one run. It was a 7-0 game, baby.
And what were you saying about
Hunter Brown went 7 innings almost.
Framber? Eric, you wanted to upseat him by the...
No, it's 100 Brown. I'm like, they should offer him a lot of money right now. That's what we did with like Jordan back in the day.
Yeah. Wait, by the way, Eric, I was trying to explain this to my kids last night because Altuve is playing where Jordan played last season. Where's Jordan? What's his position?
DH or left.
Only that's it?
Yep.
Why'd they remove him from there?
Because he gets injured a lot. They want to save his bat's more valuable than his
fielding
glove.
Oh,
okay.
Wow.
That's good to know because I was like, oh, man.
No,
It's
what's
so
his
weird.
name? Zenzo?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was a beast last night.
Yeah, he was.
So
and Hunter Brown
for
100
that's a team
pitches
you're
last
used to
night.
seeing the Astros last night. That was
I
awesome.
know, that was great. If you went to that game, you
When's
got
the
a
next
really
game?
good one.
Tonight.
Oh, cool.
Or today. Wait, what is today? Tuesday?
Yep.
Yeah, tonight.
Awesome.
Blue Jays.
Usually on Wednesdays they play day games
George Springer.
because the team has to play and then they fly out.
Wednesdays they have day games.
Yeah, Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
All right, coming up next, it's time for revenge. Somebody was messed with, and they got that person back. So if you've been wronged and you made it right, you want to tell everybody about it at the same time, that's when you come to us for revenge. It's next on KRBE.
Good morning from the Bell Furniture. Unbeatable